This episode is brought to you by the Rival Collection. The Rival Collection is a men's premium quality apparel brand. Now, the reason why they emphasize the word premium is because they construct and print all of their pieces out of San Francisco, California. The fabric just feels different altogether. All of the Rival gear that I have, it has that it's supple, that succulent. Succulent, is that the right word? It feels good. It's I don't even know how to describe it. It feels good. It's like a tri blend, and I don't want to say this is what it is, what fabrics they use, but it's pretty good stuff, man. Tri blend. They have it fit. I think it's the athletic fit, but all this stuff feels good, man. I got the sweatshirts, got the t-shirts. Think about getting. They have these. Their new Rival hats are out. The version 3, I think it is. Yeah, I might go grab some of those too. Anyway, they have different fabric styles to suit different customers' tastes. Rival also delivers their orders in awesome packaging with added goodies. They work great for the holidays as gifts because of the wrapping. You could tell the owner really cares about the whole unboxing experience, which I think was something that is really not done for apparel brands. If you want to go over there and grab something from the rivalcollection.com, use the code word. Use the discount code AHP20 at discount to get 20% off of your total order. The Rival is also delivering to the UK and Canada. So if you listen to this in Canada and you want to get some nice gear, some hats, sweatshirts, t-shirts, short sets, water bottles, go to the Rival Collection, therivalcollection.com, and use code word AHP20 at checkout to get 20% off of your total order at therivalcollection.com. Welcome to the Arman Hocker Project podcast. Thank you. Oh man, getting old. Thank you for listening. This is episode number 46, man. I'm almost at 50 episodes, dude. I guess if I really uploaded every week, I'd already be done with 50. I think I've been doing this for a couple years now, so yeah, I'll definitely be past 50. I'm trying to get comfortable here. Got a makeshift setup. Not as if I ever had a studio, but usually I gotta have something. I'm in a hotel right now, trying to figure this thing out. Anyway, yeah, episode 46 of the Arman Hocker Project. If you want to know what's going on, if you want to get all the episodes, and you don't have SoundCloud, and you don't have iTunes, and you don't have Stitcher, and you don't have Google Play, go over to armanhocker.com, and you can listen to every episode. You can, if you want to listen to one with a guest, there's a whole guest list on there. You can go in there and you can find who you want to listen, who you remember or whatever, and it'll take you to all the episodes those people are in. So go to armanhocker.com if you want to check those out. And if you want to listen to it, if you don't have SoundCloud, if you don't have Stitcher, if you don't have Google Play, and if you don't have, I think that's all I'm on. Oh, YouTube. I don't know. Some places don't let you watch YouTube also. So if you want to listen to it, go to armanhocker.com and follow all the tabs. Yeah, man. Episode 46. So speaking of armanhocker.com, I was talking to my wife, and we were talking about, or I was talking about my store. I think I'm gonna add a store. And just, I mean, who am I to sell stuff, right? But I used to have those Garage Cast shirts. I have a few left over, so whenever I do the store, I'll most likely just try to sell the rest of those. I've got koozies also, and, just a bunch of, I'm trying to get some stuff together. Definitely going to put out some, make the Arman Hocker Project t-shirts, make those available. I mean, because I like it's not a new logo. I still have the I guess the original AHP logo, but the black, red, and black, or black and red one is more specific to the podcast Vice, just the whole, I guess, brand of Arman Hocker Project. But yeah, I'm gonna get some of those shirts done up. But yeah, I was talking to her and we kind of came to the conclusion that, well, I'm not gonna, not that I'm gonna hold the stuff hostage. Nobody's beating my door. Well, I don't know. People that know I have a podcast, they ask me about them. Like, hey, do you have any shirts or anything? So yeah, I end up selling them to them. But no one's really beating down the door. So I was talking to her, and we kind of came to the conclusion. Of course, it was her idea. That she went with it, right? But I was thinking, well, if I can get feedback from the listeners, then well, definitely I'll put the store on the website, and people can buy as many as of the things that I have as they want. But I was talking to her, and I think what I'm going to do is, if I get enough ratings on iTunes and people talk about, I guess, this episode or mention it, then I'll put the store up, because it costs money. I mean, if you know it costs money to have all these things ready to order, to ship, and all that stuff. So that's what we kind of came to the conclusion of. If people start to rate and review the podcast on iTunes, then most likely that's when I'll start to offer that store, man. Because for some reason, people find out that you're kind of doing something, in your own thing, they get a little more interested, and not especially when it's podcasting, but podcasting is the one thing that I've done where people go, oh, really? And they want to talk about what the shows are about and where can they listen to it. And oftentimes comes up, maybe because I also have a shirt on, but it often comes up, where can I get a shirt or whatever you have. And so I've given them away, like you guys seen on Instagram. I think I gave them away on Instagram. No, I know I gave them away on Instagram and Facebook. But yeah, man. So I think that's what I'm going to do. If I get enough ratings, all 5 stars, by the way, all the 5-star ratings. But no, honestly, go there, go to iTunes, rate and review the podcast, and if I get enough of those, man, for sure I'll put a store up. Why not? It costs money, but not that much money. And I definitely think it's worth it if I'm getting the feedback from the listeners, for sure. Let me grab some paper. Anyway. Yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, I got to stop saying anyway. That's so rude. Yeah, the store will be pretty slick. I've already got my shirts. I love it's and this was, in the 90s when my brother, I used to rap. He used to even manage people, but that was always a thing, to actually wear your own product and promote your own thing. And now I got to do something with this microphone. And now kind of living it, it feels good, man, to be able to promote yourself, promote your whatever you're doing. I was talking to, it's not like I guess I know him, the host of the podcast, The Rail World. He posted something on Instagram a few weeks ago, and I told him this before, but I really saw it when he made these sweatshirts, and I told him, I said, man, there's no better promoter of yourself than yourself. Now there's promotion, publicists and promotion managers and all these types of things, but no one is going to be able to know you like you. So if you have a real estate business, if you sell water balloons, if you do whatever it is that you do for fun, or for actually doing, a business, creating revenue for yourself, there's no better promoter for that thing but you, if it's yours. You know what I mean? Because look at the difference between going to a mom and pop store, a flower shop or something, and going to some bigger 1-800-Flowers. I guess that's just a website, right? But the difference is, if I go to the mom and pop joint, then I'm going to be more invested in the cashier and the baker, or the flower arranger, whatever it is. I'm going to be more invested in that, because those people are the company at that point, even if there's, 3 locations, mother, father, uncles own some, whatever. So I feel the same way when it comes to whatever your thing is, man. Especially if you own the company, if it's your company, your business, if you cut grass, whatever it is, if you do that, man, and people know you, you're your best promoter, because people know you, they get to shake your hand and talk to you. And it may be that, let's say you cut grass, right? What do they call it? It's cutting grass, but it's landscaping, whatever fancy stuff. You cut grass, you clean it up, you trim the bushes, you charge the people at the end of the week, right? But if they talk to you and they realize that you're way more than just somebody that cuts grass, you're someone that's, a coach for your son's team, or you're just a coach for whatever team, or you majored in history in college, and you just have this vast passion for history, and you talk to these people when you're cutting grass or just in passing, and they realize that, oh, this person is more than just this one thing. Then they tend to buy into you a lot more, and that's what I mean. You're your best. You are your best promoter. You're gonna push yourself and your product with the most passion, and that's a big mistake that people do. I feel like I'm starting to preach here, but I feel like that's a big mistake that people do, is they don't put enough time into themselves as they want other people to put into it. Even if you even if you already have a skill and people tell you, hey, you can really do, whatever it is, but you don't push it, no one else is going to push it as good as you can. No one is going to get out there and promote your product as well as you can. And then you'll get upset, or people will get upset if they don't, become successful, or, I have this skill and nobody's hiring me. Well, how many times have you, and not to beat a dead horse with these T-shirts, but how many times have you printed on your T-shirt what your business is, or hand wrote it? Who cares? But how many times have you done that and just walked around? How many times have you really tried to promote yourself and your business? How many times have you tried to showcase your skills? So yeah, man, that's what I was talking to Rel about that, and he responded, man, which was great, because I talked to him 7 months ago, and kind of told him the same thing. It was about one of his episodes where he was talking about the question was kind of what's real support, really supporting your friends or something, right? And he, on his podcast, he talked about that. And so I hit him up and I just told him, basically, there's people that say they'll support you and they'll like your comments, but they won't share it. They won't help you push it, but they'll tell you, that's the thing. They'll tell you, yeah, I'll support you. Post it on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and I'll follow and I'll like, but they don't do it. And I think I was boiling it down to him. I said, you can't worry about those people. Really, I mean, you can't, I was going to say you can't worry about anybody, but you can't worry about those people, You really have to be able to do whatever it is that you're doing, because that's what you want to do. And it's, it's the right thing. It's not hurting anybody, that kind of thing. If you want to put out a podcast and you want people to support you, well, on your podcast, and I didn't get this detail with them, but I was thinking, if on your podcast, talk about what you want to talk about it, how you want to talk about it, and just get better at that craft of speech into a microphone, basically a open dialogue, but get better at it and perfect that. And then the people that are going to support you will support you. Don't worry about people telling you they're going to support you, and that's another thing that I kind of gripe on, is don't tell me, just show me. Because if you show somebody, you don't have to tell them. But yeah, that's what I was talking to him about that. And so that was, about 7 months ago. Then he did he has sweatshirts. I don't know if they're for sale. Hit him up. Go to the Rail World he's on iTunes for sure. He's on SoundCloud, I know for sure. He has a Facebook page too. But go over there and ask him. I don't know if they're for sale or not. There was when he posted on He posted some pictures on Instagram, and people were hitting him up. How can I get one? But I don't know if he's officially selling them. But that's what I was trying to tell him. Just like, hey, man, just do you. Just do your podcast. Get better at it, of course. And just, the people that will support you will support. Like, I don't even know. I don't know him. I've never met him. But, I would definitely, not anytime, but often if I see one of his posts in my thread on Facebook, I'll like it and share it to my page. I mean, what does it hurt me to do that? His success doesn't impede my success. And I don't know where he lives. I don't even know if I should say where he lives, or I think, whatever. He's in the D.C., Maryland area. So I was even thinking, like, I don't even know this guy, but, it'd be great to meet him. Is there such thing? I guess there is such thing as a podcast collab, right? I don't know. I mean, they do it in music, but I don't know if there's a collaboration, like, next 10 episodes featuring, so and so. Whenever I get back to Maryland, I'd love to do one with him. I might hit him up. Man, I feel like that's awkward. Hey, man, you want to do a podcast together? Because I don't know him. I've talked to him on Facebook. That's about it. I've never really spoken to him on the phone, on a text message. I've never gotten personal with him. But I've just seen what he did. I've seen what he was doing, and I just wanted to. That's me, though. I wanted to say, hey, man, just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it, and you'll get better at it. Not saying that he's bad, but just in general, everyone does it. Just keep doing whatever it is you do. You'll get better at it, and then you'll get to a point where you're very comfortable with whatever this thing is that you chose to do. But yeah, man. Anyway, yeah, just promote yourself, though, man. You can't beat that. Why not? Why would you not want to promote yourself? Now, that's if you have a skill or a skill, talent, business, because I may not have the skill to do dry cleaning, but I could own a dry cleaning company. That's why I have managers, and that's why I hire the bosses to work in the store, But yeah, man, you have to promote yourself. Why wouldn't you? Podcast collab. That's what's up. You just do a whole series, right? But yeah, man. They do it on YouTube all the time. Why wouldn't podcasters do it? When I get back, I should holler at him. Man, I'm just zoning out now. Yeah. Oh, so I heard about, like I was telling somebody something. I heard about, the last episode I did, I talked about, me and my wife talked about Monique and Netflix. So what ended up happening since that episode, it came out that Netflix, and Netflix had some other stipulations. Oh, excuse me, so rude. Netflix had more stipulations to the contract. Now, I'm going to say this from being in the music industry. Was I in the music industry? Being in the music industry and just being familiar with contracts, and I've dealt with contracts since I was probably 20 years old. There's always stipulations. So when Monique was talking about, boycotting Netflix for offering her $500K, she should have said the other things. Regardless, I don't think people were going to boycott Netflix because she was only getting paid $500,000, and she felt like she was worth more. But the contract said, I'm not going to look it up. Why would I look it up? But what I got from what I read was it was $500,000, right, for one show, for one special, and then Netflix would have first dibs on her next special, even if she filmed it herself and did all this stuff. They had dibs on that, and then I want to say there was I'm not even going to say what I thought it said, but it said $500,000. That's all you get. And Netflix had dibs on the first special or the next special, no matter how good or bad the initial one did. So she could have gotten $500K and then put out a special that no one watched. And then when she finally figures out, oh, I went left when I should have gone right. I didn't set up my punchlines. My timing was all wrong. I started with my weak stuff when I should have started with my strong stuff. No matter what, and after she fixed all that, Netflix would have first dibs. Now, when I read that, I thought it makes sense though. That's just how contracts are written. They even remember this is in the 90s. Record contracts, it was exclusive. This artist signed to this label for X amount of albums, and then that was it. And the artist split publishing and record sales between the company and producer and all that stuff. But what was always up to the artist was how much they charge for a show, and that's where, and it's been going on like this for literally decades. That's where a lot of the rappers, at least, and I would think all of them, R&B and jazz, everybody, that's where they made up a majority of their income. Because I can sell, look at TLC, an artist could sell 1 million records, and platinum is shipped 1 million, not necessarily sold. So from the record company to the stores, those records are kind of sold. Anyway, so you can sell 1 million records and then go on a tour. Now your tour money used to be your money. So you could charge everything from, depending on the venue, or maybe not, $100,000. So TLC, if I was use TLC, they could have charged $100,000 per member. And then in that contract for these shows, the the hotels, the transportation, the food, all that was paid for by the promoter, because the promoter is going to get money from the record, not the record sales, but the ticket sales. So, but now, and all that $100,000 per member per show, all that stuff is gone. Now with these record deals, now they're I don't know if they're dubbed 360 deals or that's the actual name, but that's how contracts are written now. So when Monique, and that's what I don't think she's been in the game, and she's been in the game, but I don't think she's been that relevant, because that being a thing that they wanted to have first dibs on her. They wanted to have first dibs on her following special, no matter how good or bad the Netflix one went. That's just how things. That's just how that's how contracts are written nowadays. It's not. When I read that, I didn't think. Oh, that's craziness. I really thought, oh, cool. Well, yeah, that's a company is investing $1. It doesn't matter how much money they're investing. They're investing money in you, the product. They're going to want to try to lock in more money from you and your likeness even. So yeah, but when she revealed that, I thought, okay, that's a regular contract. It's up to you, the comedian, the product. It's up to you to figure out how to get around that. You know what I mean? But all of this goes back to me when I first, now D.L. Hughley has said it, probably Charlemagne, the guy. I mean, all these people that are more popular than me. All these people are saying it, but that was the first thing that I thought when I read that. They're offering her 500,000, and she thinks she's worth more. And the call to boycott Netflix, boycott Netflix, man, get out of here. Because of you? Nah, we're not doing that. My thing, just do it yourself. You know what I mean? That would have that right now. If she would have done that, I wouldn't be talking about it now. And all of these people on these radio stations and on YouTube, they wouldn't have gotten all these views, giving their opinion about it. Just be an adult. You don't feel like you feel like you're worth more than what someone's offering you. If you feel like you're worth more, than someone's offering you, then we'll go somewhere else. Make your money somewhere else. If you are worth that much, you can't just bluff it. But anyway, so that's what was that's what since that last episode, that's what I saw about Monique. That there were just all these stipulations. Then she tried to present it as if it wasn't just the money. Well, no shit, it wasn't just the money. That's contracts, and I think that's why you'll see on Netflix some of these comedians will have 3 or 4 specials. Chris D'Elia has it. Gabriel something Fluffy, I think is his comedic. That's his name. That's not his real name, right? But his name, he's Fluffy, the comedian. He used to be a fat guy. Gabriel Gonzalez, I think it is. But those guys, Jordan Peterson, maybe that's the professor. But anyway, yeah, these guys, that's why they'll probably have 3 or 4 or 5 specials on Netflix. Because once you do a special with Netflix, then you're kind of branded with Netflix. And good or bad, if they keep putting you on there, you'll catch fire somehow because why? Netflix is backing you. Makes sense, man. Anyway, I hope Monique listens to some of these folks and gets her act together. No pun intended. Yeah, but gets her act together because, I mean, I don't follow Monique at all. You know, I mean, I know who she is through Queens of Comedy and Roscoe Jenkins. Speaking of Roscoe Jenkins, that was trending. Was it? No. Speaking of, her following. I don't follow her. I know who she is, but I don't particularly think she's funny. But if she put out a special, I wouldn't necessarily watch it, but I would acknowledge and go, oh, okay, she's still relevant enough to put out a special. Fine. I just think that she honestly, not that she's playing some character, but this big bad, woman like Monique and sassy, she's not really that. I think that's what that is. She really isn't that. Because if it were, even me, I guess I'm confident enough, right? Sit here and talk to you guys for an hour about things that I'm thinking about. That's confidence, right? But even me, I don't know, what skill do I have? I don't know, whatever it is. If I thought I was worth more, I would just go, I'm doing it myself. Look at this podcast, for instance. I could have tried to, join up with a podcast network. Not that that's a bad thing, but I could have tried to join up with a podcast network. I could have tried to really piggyback off of Metal Lab 101. I talked to those guys before I actually started my podcast, just really trying to figure out how to do it. I could have just jumped in there with those guys. Not that any one of those 3 jumped in with any one of the other 2. But, I could have done that. But I had the confidence to say, well, I'll just do it myself. It's not that difficult. And if Monique has been doing comedy, I think she said 20 years or something, she should be wise enough to figure out how to book a venue, how to promote her show, how to promote a tour. She should be wise enough. And as soon as Netflix said, nah, we'll pass, not we'll pass, but you're only worth $500K, she should have said, all right, that's fine. Went back to the lab, got her jokes tight. In theory, the jokes that she already had, that she was going up for a special deal, got her jokes tight, and did she could do a 20 city tour to get that special done and be done with it. I don't know. Hopefully she listens to folks. Hopefully she hears my podcast and gives me a shout out to let people know to come here and listen to the Arman Hocker Project. But yeah, man, I hope she does. I hope she figures something out. Oh man, I am. This is I don't know. So I was saying that I'm in a hotel because I'm not in Maryland. So I'm recording this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm recording this Super Bowl Sunday. So I hope you guys listen to it regardless. But if you listen to it before the Super Bowl, that'd be cool too. Yeah, I put a poll up on the Arman Hocker Project Facebook page, the podcast page. And it looks like the of course the Patriots are the favorite. I think the Patriots have won 10 Super Bowls. The franchise has won 10 Super Bowls, and the Eagles haven't won any. And I just wanted to see what people were going to say. It looks like I think that poll is over by now. And the Patriots won. You know, they won the poll. Just why not? See what people that follow that Facebook page. Just see what they're thinking. You know, and I didn't get a lot of votes. Well, you know what? I did get a lot of votes. I got more than 0, so I got a lot of votes. But that brings up something that happened to me on the same page. I put a poll on there about which types of episodes do people want to hear more, either with guests or without guests. I know it's kind of a jaded question because usually if I have a guest, they're talking about whatever they do, so it's easier for me to just sit back and let them talk and do that. But I didn't get that many votes, right? I didn't care. I got more than 0. But my concern was somebody went on there and I can't remember if we were messaging or was it actually on the Facebook feed. But they were saying, and it's messed up because I know the guy. I mean, I know him. It's messed up whether he's joking or not. But he said, only 2 people voted, and I was a bit offended. But I wasn't so offended. I wasn't going to cry or lose sleep over it. But it kind of it made me really think, who the fuck? Yeah, 2 people voted. That's all. 2 people. That's it. And the vote was split down the middle, 50-50. One person, it was 50-50 for guest versus no guest. But when he said that, it kind of pissed me off because nothing against him personally. But I started to think just like what are you doing? Not personally, not to degrade, what he's doing in life and, for a living or any of that stuff. But I'm thinking, man, I have a podcast and I have a Facebook page for it. And the reason for the Facebook page is exposure. I'm trying to get more people to listen to and be aware that I have a podcast and you can come listen to it, on all these platforms. And part of the poll was trying to give the listener more of what they want, within my power, without I guess selling out, but that's not, but without going against my own morals or any of that stuff. And he had something negative to say about it, man. It really upset me, dude. And my response was, it wasn't about, getting 4,000 people voting. It was about giving the listeners, the voters, what they want. So it could have been like it was 2 people or 200. I didn't care, but it wasn't about feeding my ego as far as, I hit this number. I got 10,000 people to vote on my Facebook page. No. It's not about that. It's about if 100, and I don't know what the number is, 100 some people like the Facebook page. If I could get 10% of those people to just see this poll and vote on it, well, all right. Even if it was one person, all right. I reached one person. How do I know that? Because one person voted and that's it. But yeah, man, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Now I can't even speak. But after that, it was, I don't know, quite a few weeks and maybe months. But I did another poll, this one about the Super Bowl, who's going to win the Super Bowl. And oddly enough, he voted. So I'm kind of thinking, so now you're one of the, the few or whatever that vote on these polls that don't mean anything. They mean something to me, man. That's why I tell you guys about the Facebook page. That's why I tell you guys about the Instagram account. That's why I tell you guys about the Twitter account. That's why I tell you guys about the website, armanhocker.com, by the way. That's why I tell you guys about this stuff, so I can get feedback and so you guys know where you can, listen to all this stuff, where you can interact with me. Oh, don't forget about the YouTube channel, the Arman Hocker Project. That's what I do it for. Not that I have some, I don't even have 300 followers. I might have 300 followers collectively. But not that I have these huge numbers, but the point is, if I post a clip from a show on YouTube, Instagram, YouTube or Instagram, I get feedback, I get likes, I get comments. So somebody wants to listen to it. Excuse me. Somebody wants to listen to it, so I'm gonna keep putting it out. And the more that I can get feedback from the listener, I'm gonna do it. That guy kind of upset me though. I was kind of pissed about it, man. But yeah, the Super Bowl Sunday, man, when I'm recording this. So hopefully, I don't even think. Well, hopefully it's a good game. I've never been a Super Bowl, fanatic. I don't mind watching the game, but the halftime show has nothing to do with the game. Just do a regular halftime show. Well, it's become a almost a spectacle of football at $5 million for 30-second commercials and extravagant halftime shows that have nothing to do with the game, or nothing to do with the game, nor a break from the action. Because at least in college, I may have talked about this before. Doesn't matter. I'm going to talk about it again. At least in college, there's a halftime show and the band plays. So you're still invested in the school, that one of the schools, right, that you're going to see play. So it's, at least in college, it's like that. But I'm waiting for, well, probably not now, but when is the NFL going to have a halftime magician show? Just like the halftime show has nothing to do with the game. It almost takes you out of being at the Super Bowl. It even has a pretty arrogant name, the Super Bowl. But yeah, man, I don't know. I may watch it. Whew. It comes on. Why am I sleepy, dude? It's ridiculous. It comes on 2 a.m. or something here. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I never really got into the Super Bowl. A couple times the Bengals went. I was like, yeah. That was early. San Francisco, right? Bengals and the 49ers played. I was into it enough to know that it's just another game, Then when I think the XFL's coming back. That was interesting. That was an interesting thing. But yeah, man. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Super Bowl Sunday. I'm going to try to get this thing uploaded, but the problem is, I'm not defeating myself, by the way. The problem is the internet over here is just, so it wasn't good the last place I was at, but it was better than here. So now I really have to figure out how to really get this. I have to figure out how to, get this thing uploaded fast, man, because I'm not even worried about trying to upload YouTube videos of these episodes until I figure something else. So I think the last episode of the podcast was episode 41 or something from Zach with Zach Huff. He was on there. That was the last one I tried to, or that's the last one I uploaded. I tried to upload another one today, just a regular YouTube video, and it was talking about an hour to upload it. And it was a 5 minute clip. It's nothing. So I'll figure something out on how to get these things uploaded. If I can't get them to SoundCloud or iTunes or Stitcher, if I can't get them there, they will be on my website. For some reason, it's easier to upload them to my website, armanhocker.com. So if nothing else, go to armanhocker.com and you'll be able to contact me there, and you can get all the episodes. So yeah, I think that's it, man. Episode 46. Don't forget to go to the Rival Collection. Thank our sponsors. Thank our sponsor. Thank my sponsor. Thank the sponsor for this episode. Go to therivalcollection.com. Use the code AHP20 to get 20% off of your total order over there. Go check them out. Follow them on Instagram at Rival for, is it Rival? Let me get this right. Instagram is Rival Lifestyle, and they're on Facebook also at the Facebook / The Rival Collection. Go to therivalcollection.com. Let them know I sent you. AHP20 at the at checkout to get 20% off. Also, follow me on Instagram or follow the podcast on Instagram. Go to the Facebook page, so you can keep up with stuff. Instagram, Facebook page, Twitter is at Arman Hocker, and I think that's it. ArmanHocker.com for all episodes and everything Arman Hocker Project. Don't forget, rate and review on iTunes, and I'll get that store up there. But I have to know that, somebody's listening. All right? I'll talk to you guys hopefully next week.